I don't think I actually paint Scotland the way it looks. And I think, if I'm honest, I've only just realised that. Because if you ask me what Scotland looks like, I'd probably describe mountains and lochs and dramatic skies and vast landscapes. And yet, when I paint, I'm not really trying to reproduce any of these things. I'm trying to paint how Scotland feels. This is one of my paintings, and when I look at it, I can see all the things that draw me to the Scottish landscape. Colours, the weather, the light, the huge amount of space, and that slightly melancholy feeling that you get when you're standing somewhere beautiful and you suddenly realise just how small you are. And I think that's what I'm actually trying to capture. Not a particular view, but a feeling. I think one of the reasons I became so obsessed with painting Scotland is that I don't actually find the perfect sunny day particularly interesting. Give me clouds, give me mist, give me rain coming across the landscape. Give me that strange light you get just before the weather changes. That's the stuff I want to paint. Because that's when the landscape starts to feel atmospheric rather than simply beautiful. And atmospheric is really important to me. You'll probably notice that I don't put an enormous amount of detail into my paintings. There might be a suggestion of a mountain and a suggestion of land, a suggestion of water perhaps, and sometimes you have to work out for yourself what you're looking at. And I actually really like that. Because when I stand in a landscape, I don't see every individual blade of grass. I'm seeing shapes. I'm seeing blocks of colour. I'm seeing light and I'm seeing shadow. I'm seeing what's in front of me, but I'm also seeing atmosphere around it. And I think that's what I want the painting to do. I don't want it to tell you absolutely everything. I want to leave a little bit for you. Colour is a huge part of that for me. I'm probably best known for quite muted colours. Blues, greys, creams, whites. And then occasionally there's that little bit of warmth. A bit of gold perhaps. A tiny bit of pink sometimes. Or that warm glow you sometimes get on the horizon. And I think those little bits of warmth are what make the colour work. Because Scotland is not just grey. Although sometimes it really is. But even on the greyest day, there's usually something happening with the light. And that's what I find fascinating. I've become particularly obsessed with the horizon. I love that moment where the land meets the sky, or the water meets the sky. Because it's almost like a dividing line, but it's never really a straight line. Everything is changing. The weather is moving. The light is moving. And the further you look into the distance, the less certain everything becomes. And I think that uncertainty is something I quite deliberately put into my paintings. I don't want everything to be sharp. I don't want everything to be explained. I want some things to just disappear. And I think that's probably why I love painting the Isle of Skye. It's not because Skye is beautiful, and it is. Although, obviously, I love the beauty, but it's because it can feel completely different from one minute to the next. You can be looking at the same landscape, and suddenly the sun disappears behind a cloud. The colours completely change. The whole mood changes. And suddenly, the landscape that looked quite ordinary 5 minutes ago now looks extraordinary. That's the bit I'm chasing. That moment. And I think that's something I've learned since I started painting. When I first picked up a paintbrush, I thought being able to paint meant being able to make something look realistic. I thought the better you were at reproducing what you could see, the better you were as an artist. I don't think that way anymore. Now I'm much more interested in what I can leave out, what I can suggest, what I can make somebody feel. Because if somebody looks at one of my paintings and thinks, that reminds me of somewhere, or I can almost feel the weather, or even don't know exactly where that is, but I want to go there, then I've probably done what I wanted to do. And perhaps that's the strange thing about painting landscapes. You're not really painting the landscape. You're painting your memory of it, your emotional response to it, the bits that stayed with you. Because two people can stand in exactly the same spot and come away with completely different memories. And I think that's what makes painting so interesting. It's not really about getting it right. It's about seeing something in your own way and representing that. So when I look at this painting, I don't really see a specific place. I see Scotland. I see the weather. I see that feeling of standing somewhere completely open and exposed. I see the light changing. And I think that's what I'm always trying to put onto the canvas. Not Scotland as a postcard, Scotland as a feeling. And maybe that's why I keep coming back to it. Because every time I think I've painted it, there's always another version waiting for me. Another sky, another bit of weather, another little change in the light, another reason to pick up a brush. And perhaps that's what I'm actually trying to paint. Not a place, but how it feels to be there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.